Milk family, once again, it's your DC dude. If you are already a subscriber to this channel, then welcome back. However, if you are new to this channel, I recommend that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay in the know about where we're gonna go. So DC dude, you seem like you kind of out of breath. So right now, family, we find ourselves on the Tidal Basin downtown in Washington, D.C. Welcome to Summer Series number 8, another cool thing to do in the summertime in Washington, D.C. The Tidal Basin is not just a cool place to go paddle boat riding, but it has a history. I can't do a video without talking about history, family. The Tidal Basin goes way back to the 1890s. It was created for a reservoir to control the high tides of the Potomac River. It's 10 feet deep, 107 acres large, and right now we're trying to ride around the entire thing. Well, family, unfortunately, it did not turn out that way, you see, because paddle boating has been on the Tidal Basin since the 1930s, and I think they're still using the original boats. Seems like the more you paddle, the less the boat moves. So, family, I elected instead to take a ride around the Tidal Basin because it seems that I am not the sea lover that I thought I was. And in doing so, we will take a look at all the memorials that surround the Tidal Basin. Coming up first is the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. It was built between 1939 and 1943 under the sponsorship of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And just a little ways down across the street, I call the loneliest memorial in Washington, D.C. the George Mason Memorial. Seems that few people want to go and visit the author to the Virginia Declaration of Rights, which is the basis of our Bill of Rights we have today. So right now, family, I'm standing on the bridge where the Tidal Basin, right behind me, meets up with the Potomac River. Immediately following the inlet bridge on the west side of the Tidal Basin, you have these baseball diamonds. You might remember the movie A Few Good Men. You Can't Handle the Truth, where there were a couple of scenes in it where Tom Cruise was smacking baseballs. It said that it was filmed in one of these baseball diamonds, because you might remember he lived right down the Potomac River in Georgetown in the movie. As we bend this corner, we come across yet another memorial that surrounds the Tidal Basin. This one is for Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It's quite possibly the largest memorial in D.C., and that's because Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the only president to be elected 4 terms between 1933 and 1945. So there are 4 separate areas inside that represent each term of his presidency. Also surrounding the Tidal Basin right alongside FDR's memorial is a memorial for Dr. Martin Luther King. It opened to the public on August 22nd, 2011. So this month we have an 11-year anniversary for him. It was inspired from a line from his famous I Have a Dream speech that read, "From the mountain of despair, a stone of hope." So inside you'll find 3 large boulders, 2 representing the mountain of despair. The other, with a carving of the likeness of Martin Luther King, is the stone of hope. You no doubt recognize this memorial. The Lincoln Memorial, built in 1922, just had its 100-year anniversary this year. Now, technically, it is not right on the Tidal Basin, but its reflecting pool is significant to the Tidal Basin in this way. So the Tidal Basin uses a pretty sophisticated pumping system to maintain the water levels, or the proper water levels, of the reflecting pool. And last but not least, surrounding the entire Tidal Basin are the famed cherry trees. They bloom every year between March and April. The story of the cherry trees could go back to the late 1800s with the name of a lady named Lisa Skidmore and First Lady Taft. But to make a long story short, the final shipment was planted in 1912, and they were gifted to the United States by the mayor of Tokyo, Japan. Meanwhile, as always, family, you never know where we're going to end up next. So if you want to ride, just click on subscribe. Whoa. I almost went in, man. I almost